Welcome, everybody, to a world of endless possibilities as we follow a group of friends exploring the city of Markaleth. There will be joyfulness, grief, horror, exhilaration, and don't worry, madness included. Hey, so welcome, everybody. We are going to be live streaming our D&D group. This campaign's set in the city of Markaleth, a homebrew world and a homebrew city. So, we've had a couple sessions already, but up on our YouTube we will be posting a video with the recap of the sessions that we didn't get to live stream. We decided to do this later on, but yeah, the video will be up for y'all, so we'll go ahead and go through and introduce each other. I'm Jacob. I'm going to be the game master of this group. Next up.
I'm Mike. I play Obsidian, the Earth Genasi barbarian with the wild magic subclass.
I'm Constantine, or Zach. I play Constantine, a dark elf, a paladin ranger. Different, yes, I know.
Yeah, he's actually playing a homebrew archetype called what is it? The Oath of the Hunter.
Divine Hunter or whatever.
Yeah, it's a ranged paladin just for a cool little change.
DJ? My turn.
Yeah.
All right. My name's DJ. I am a halfling ghostwise running with the Way of the Kensai traits.
Yeah. So gotta.
His name is Austin, by the way.
I forgot that part.
It's pronounced Austin. We got a cool little group going. This party working together. This campaign is pretty RP heavy, role playing heavy, with a really story driven campaign. So probably not gonna be too much combat, but there will be intense moments. Just a little overview of Markaleth. It's a city that's always captured by the night. So no sun, it's always moonlight. Once per month, though, the moon goes darkened. And when that happens, madness encrypts into people's minds. So people go crazy, lose focus of who they are. You have mothers attacking their children, children attacking their parents, family attacking each other, brother attacking mother, different things like that. It's pure chaos at those times. The city has been around for 5,000 years-ish is what the books keep in, and no one is allowed in or out. There's great walls that have trapped their people inside. No one knows how to get through them. You can't go over them because at the top is a fog mist that whenever anyone enters in, they get disoriented, many fall to their death. And then the ones who survive that outcome typically have some sort of memory loss. No one's have been able to dig deep enough to penetrate, so they've just kind of lived here and tried to make a life for themselves. This campaign has been following this party. We've had a couple sessions. They've gone through one dark night already, and some interesting things happened. Obsidian had visions of his brother's demise, his brother's unfortunate death. Like he was there, but he wasn't. Austin has been looking for he's been looking for revenge, in a sense, trying to find out who killed his abbot, the head monk that he followed closely behind. And Constantine has just been trying to continue his growth in the Paladin Order protecting the city in these dark moons. They all came together through circumstances of the night, have decided to keep their group together and continue to look into what they have found is a group of missing people that have been missing throughout the favela, which is the slums of this city. A bunch have been going missing in the past couple months. And while gathering that research, they've come across to a detective, a private investigator. His name is Sherlock Gnomes. And he has informed them of a new group of missing people, which go by the name of Max and Nia Shorts, and is also the adoptive parents of Obsidian. And the craziest part is the missing report was given by Obsidian, even though he remembers seeing them just hours before this. So that's where we're at now. Welcome to Markaleth. And remember, madness is included. So, like I said before, the 34th group of missing people was your parents. How would you not have known this? You've given me the report.
I physically handed you the report.
Well, no. I mean, you left it in my Dropbox out front.
Can I see the report?
He rummages through his sack, pulls it out, opens up, hands it over to you.
I'm gonna look at it. Does it look like my handwriting?
Yeah, it looks identical to your handwriting.
This isn't possible. I just saw them 3 hours ago.
3 hours isn't very long to write a missing persons report.
Exactly. And from that point, I found Austin and Cons and came here. The only time I was away is I was at my house.
Interesting. Well, I don't know what to say about that then. So is this report not valid, I guess?
Let me...
Send one of your birdies to check on his parents real fast. I'm pretty sure they could fly faster than we can run.
I don't really have control over them. They kind of just go off and come back with information.
I'm gonna wrap up, or roll up the, missing persons report and put it in my bag. This doesn't make any sense. Why is this happening to me?
I definitely don't know. It seems like you've come across some unfortunate circumstances, but I don't really appreciate false reports if that's what this is.
I can tell you right now, I did not put this in your Dropbox, Sherlock.
Well, who did?
That's what I plan on finding out.
Well, why are you still here? You should probably go check on your parents.
I'm gonna start piling all the missing people back up in a stack and hand both that and the map back over to Cons.
I'll take those, put them in my pack.
And I'm gonna start headed out the door,
Following straight behind.
making sure to grab Nightstar on my way.
I'll follow. I'll stop at the door, turn around, and be like, then head on out.
And I'm hustling to my house.
Okay. Yeah. So right now, y'all are in the market district, so y'all have to head through the educational district to get there. But y'all are gonna head off to the favela. It's pretty late at night at this point, time-wise. Obviously, with the setting, there's no change in light and stuff like that, but based on y'all's clocks and stuff like that, it is in the later hours. So, not really any foot traffic on the streets, minus the one or two hobbler from late in the bars or so forth. But after about an hour and a half or so, y'all make it back to the Shorts residence.
I'm going to see if the door's open, any lights on or anything inside.
You don't see any lights on. The strange thing is, though, the door doesn't seem to be locked. It also seems to be slightly ajar.
I'm going
I'm
to
taking-
go ahead.
I'm taking out my bow and knocking an arrow, getting it ready.
Poncho's up.
I'm gonna open the door and I'm gonna listen, see if I hear anything.
In fact, you don't hear anything. It's the complete opposite. It seems dead silent.
I'm going to I know this, I've put this lantern here in my house. I'm gonna light the lantern right inside the doorway, if it's still there.
You go, and as you light it, you notice the flames that project out almost seem jaggedy. Weird reflections from the light.
Oh, we sing this too?
Staying within eyesight of them, I'm gonna go to the side of the house, seeing if my window is still open.
Your window's not open.
My window's not open, so someone closed it.
While he does that, I'm gonna take a few steps. It's a doorway, small hallway, then stairs, or is it a hallway with two
Yeah,
doors?
so the doorway, it opens up. Off to your left, you see the door that leads into the kitchen area. Then from the doorway of the entrance, it continues forward, and to the right leads some stairs up.
Alright,
You got about 5 to 7 feet of room before you get to the stairs.
Okay. I'm gonna slide my way in and look into the kitchen with my superior dark vision. Because I'm pretty sure the light only enters a little bit of that
Yeah.
room. anyways.
First thing you notice is when you open the door and look in, you see that the lantern that he lit was shattered. The glass was cracked and stuff like that. So that was what was reflecting the light in a weird way. And as you look in, you see just scratched up wood and desecrated tapestries, and you see the entrance where they kept their stuff when they entered, the table that it's broken and fallen down.
Tapestries ripped and broken, like they've been broken for a long time or recent?
You can't quite tell. Go ahead and give me a let's see, a perception check on that.
Come on, a lucky aluminum dice. Perception?
Yeah.
Ten.
With the 10, you can't quite tell exactly what you're wanting. You can tell that some of this stuff is broken, and it doesn't necessarily look like someone purposely broke it, but it also doesn't. You know it can't be just wear and tear from old age or anything, because you were just here in the morning time.
Right.
I'm gonna make my way back to the front door.
Okay. Make your way back. You notice Cons has entered into the premises.
I don't like this, Austin. I don't like it at all.
Neither do I. But we have to check it out.
I'm gonna go in. Now I notice the broken lantern and everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it off the wall and use that as a light source as I go through.
All right.
And I'm gonna head into the kitchen.
I'm gonna
remember-
sneakily following.
Remembering that I helped Nia, my mom, put away groceries. I'm gonna look for those groceries.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check, Austin. So yes, you head in. The first thing you notice is the kitchen table is knocked over completely. One of the legs are broken off as well. And you go and start looking through the pantry, completely empty.
$16 on the stealth.
Making sense.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check, Obsidian.
My strong suit.
Oh yeah. Barbarians, known
that's
for
gonna be-
intelligence.
Yeah. 12.
Okay, so you make your way over. This kitchen's familiar. You've been here for the past year or so. One thing that's strange, any time your mother was to make food, anything like that, based on the type of stove they used, it would stay hot for hours. And as you're kind of like going over it, you do the whole, you know of it, so you avoid touching it at first. But then you kind of reach back and notice that it's completely cold to the touch.
Austin, I just gave you moon pies earlier
And
today.
they were good.
They were warm.
They were very warm. As
I'm
your
just-
mother makes them.
I have my hand on the stove. There's no heat.
He's always cooking. She has to cook for you.
Exactly. Nia and Max's room, was it first floor or second floor?
Both their rooms, well, their room was upstairs beside your room across the hallway from where your room is.
Okay. Is there a living room or?
Yeah. Directly below, past the stairs.
I'm gonna go look in there.
Okay.
Following still in stealth.
Alright, what are you doing right now, Cons?
I'll be at the door listening to all this going on, and I'll be looking upstairs, either listening for movement or see if anything moves up there.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check then for that. As y'all head to the living quarters, you get in there and you notice.
I'm assuming that was a nat 1.
Nothing's getting by you, Con. You notice
Icy.
the living room is completely empty.
That's the one dice.
No furniture, no small recliner that your dad would enjoy sitting in, the small couch that they had, not there. And a thick layer of dust has taken over this room.
Obsidian, you being the cautious one that we know you are, hence all of the locks on the door, do you have a backup safe house that they would go to if something was wrong?
Not in the favela. Those don't exist.
It's you, I had to ask.
Plus, we don't have a back door. Look around.
That's why I'm
We were-
asking everything.
But we were just here this morning, Austin. Where's Max's workshop?
Max's workshop is the third room upstairs.
Okay.
It's on the same side as their bedroom, but down a little bit further.
Going towards the stairs, you said there were claw. Do I happen to see the claw marks that Khan saw?
They're not claw marks.
Scratch
They're
marks.
yeah, they're like they could have been from anything. And yes, you do notice on the walls and the floor.
Do they seem to go upstairs?
They don't seem to lead in any direction. They just seem to kind of
Everywhere.
yeah. There's not like a ton of them, but they are there.
Since I have this light that he's holding, is my passive perception catching anything extra?
You're noticing that while the scratch marks do seem to be just spread out and going everywhere, they do almost seem to be in a order that leads from the living room to the front door, if that makes sense. Almost like purposely put everywhere.
I'm gonna head to the stairs. I'm gonna
Following
tap,
behind.
I'm gonna tap Khan on the shoulder since he seems really intent at staring at the top of these stairs.
You
His
know
eyes
something's
closed.
up there, Con. You keep seeing these shadows, and you're just like, that's got to be a ghost.
It's like every time I look away, it just.
You don't even like believe in ghosts, but you're just like, that's got to be a ghost.
I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go up.
Stay calm. We got this. They're
You
all
can-
Oh, he's
right.
not.
You can see Obsidian is visibly like sweating bullets right now. Like he is so nervous and stressed out from this.
Yeah, he's not calm.
He's got like a death grip on his weapon, and he's afraid of what he's gonna find upstairs. The first room, I'm gonna go to the top and see if any of the doors are open.
So as you head up, the sound is deafening. It's so quiet. Every step you make makes a creak you wish it wouldn't. You know these stairs like the back of your hand, but you can't help yourself but hit. Everything okay?
There's a lot of static
getting
coming. from
static.
you.
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
We
It was intermediate, but now it just was like, ow.
yeah. Is it from the Streamlabs or?
I think he figured it out. It's like a radio when you listen too close to it with it running.
Oh.
Is it still
Yeah.
doing it?
No.
No, not right now.
Sorry about
That's what I
that.
had left at the beginning.
Sorry about that, guys.
That's fine.
Like I said, we are still
Technical
working on
issue.
all the hitches. This is our first stream. My bad.
Sorry,
Uh,
chat.
Is it still okay though? And no
Yeah,
static
no,
anymore?
it's no
Okay.
static.
it's good.
Yeah, it's the noisemaker for my daughter.
Ah, okay.
The cats open the door so it gets loud. Yeah, that like chat said, it's static from the ghost of Khan's fears.
There we
Yeah.
go. I can go with that.
That one perception, man.
The fact that I wasn't even using the right dice. I was using a D12. I thought I grabbed my D20, but no.
So you rolled a nat 1 on your D12.
Okay. So yeah,
That's some ranger, man.
as you're heading up the stairs, like I said though, you know these stairs so well, so you should be able to avoid any little creak, but your heart is racing so fast that you're hitting every single one. Your thoughts are flying through your head at such a fast speed that you don't know what to do.
I'm gonna try telling him with my what was it? With my being able to talk to creature thing.
Your ghost
Try to
wise ability.
Yeah, your
My ghost wise ability.
telepathy.
Trying to tell him, calm down.
Or, yeah,
Calm
telepathy.
down. We don't know anything's wrong yet.
Oh, there's pun intention.
Do I see any of the doors open?
They're all closed.
I'm gonna. Which room do I come up to first?
The first room you'd come up to is your parents' room.
I'm gonna go up to it. Do I see any of the scratch marks?
No, there's no scratch marks that lead upstairs.
My passive catches nothing.
Nope.
I'm gonna see if it's unlocked.
It is, yes.
Y'all see me stop with my. I'm gonna put the lantern down in front of the door. And you see me stop as I hold on to the doorknob, take a deep breath, and open the door to look in.
And as you open the door, you see an empty room. Looks like the living room. No furniture, nothing. Just a layer of dust.
I'm gonna go over to my door, open it up, look in.
Following.
You open up your door, and you see leftover lumber, some of your old woodworking tools, just your bed that's kind of rickety, just all your stuff that you've had over the past year you've collected and brought here.
Step up and look inside the first room.
Like you followed behind him, you see
Yeah.
the empty room that you've never been in there, but you could assume probably wasn't empty when you were here earlier.
Are there like spots that's been cleaned, like something's been sitting there for a while, but then picked up and moved?
No, it's just, it seems to be just a thick layer of dust at the floor, like nothing has been there.
This doesn't make any sense. Y'all saw my parents, right?
My stomach saw your mother, so obviously.
There's not a layer of dust in my room, is it?
No, not at all. This room seems to be very well traveled.
I'm gonna go check out Max's workshop.
You head over to Max's workshop. You go to open the door, and it's locked. Which is quite strange, considering Max always loved having people into his workshop. He never kept it locked. Wasn't even aware there was a lock on this door.
I'm gonna put my ear up to the door, see if I hear anything.
You can't hear any noises coming from the door.
Keeping my ear on the door so I can hear what happens next. I'm gonna knock on it. See if I hear anything scramble inside or anything.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
And would my passive being at the door catch anything?
You can't really. You're not here. There's putting your ear up to the door, so it may, but you do not hear anything.
I got an 18.
So, as you knock on the door, you hear a reverberation inside the room, almost like when you bend a thin piece of metal back and forth.
Is this a door I have fixed up in this house?
No, you haven't done too much work on the inside of the house. They've kept it pretty well put together. You've kind of just reinforced the outside of it.
And I'm gonna pull the lantern over to in front of the door, and I'm going to. Sorry, Dad. I'm gonna break open the door.
All right, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
I'm gonna be ready to charge in.
You can tell I'm emotionally distraught. That's gonna be an 8.
Oh, somehow you missed the door. You go to swing at it, and you forget you're inside, and you come down and you hit the top corner of the door frame, and just tear a chunk out of it. But the door frame's a lot sturdier than the door is.
Now do we hear anything scurrying?
I'm gonna take another.
Nowhere
deep
in the
breath.
house either.
No, you're not hearing anything in the house at all. It's very silent.
Deathly silent.
I'm gonna take a deep breath, and I'm gonna place Night Stars on the side of the door and try to force the door open.
As you explain, what do you mean? Like with Night Stars?
Like I'm gonna ram the door.
Crank.
Okay,
Crank check.
Gotcha.
Athletics or something.
No, you don't need to roll for that. So as you put Night Stars down, you go to ram the door, and right as you do, the door swings open. And in front of you is a short man who looks very old, gnomish qualities. He has his goggles on, and he lifts them up, looks up at you. Who are you?
Is it Max?
It doesn't look like Max as you know him. It looks like a Max of a significant higher age.
It's me, Obsidian.
I don't know an Obsidian.
I live here.
He takes his goggles off and kind of cleans them with his apron he has on, puts them back on, and like turns one of them. Huh. I don't know who you are.
I literally live in that room right there. All that stuff is mine.
I've been in my shop for quite a while now. How long have you been living there?
A year.
That definitely matches. Haven't heard you though.
Where's Nia?
Oh, Nia's been gone for a long. How do you know Nia?
I lived here. With y'all. With you and Nia.
I don't. That's not possible. Sorry.
Literally, all my stuff is in that room that I've accumulated over the past year.
Nia was my wife.
I know she was.
She died 23 years ago.
And at that comment, Obsidian's gonna kind of stumble back and fall into the opposite wall of the door. That's not possible. It's physically not possible, Max.
I mean, yeah, she was a halfling. I'm a gnome. I knew when we fell in love that I would outlive her. It's just how life works.
So you have... Go ahead.
Moon pies.
We saw her recently, yesterday,
This morning.
this morning as well.
Moon pies.
I'm sorry, you're mistaken.
So you say you've been here for 23 years. That Nia died 23 years ago.
Yes.
And you're saying you've been here the entire time, yet you don't know who I am, the guardian of the favela.
I've heard rumors of a guardian. I don't get out much more. I tend to stay in my workshop, only to have a man deliver me things I need.
Who?
Ah, the little... Yeah, I don't know. He's a little boy. I don't have his name. He just kind of does it, and I give him extra coin, and every now and then a little trinket I might make. He seems to enjoy them.
What does he look like?
He was... Last I saw him, he was roughly like 4.5 feet tall. He actually had skin a lot like yours, but not the hair you had.
I'm gonna walk it back into my room and look on the windowsill.
Okay.
Is that rock still sitting there?
It is, yeah.
I'm gonna grab it and walk back out. Did it look like this?
The boy? No.
The hair.
Oh, and he reaches up to try to grab it from you. Yeah, I think that's just about this. Maybe a little shorter. Does it feel like this?
I'm getting the static again.
I'm not sure what's causing the static, to be honest with you.
See, and you moved and it went away.
It might be this going to the mic. I don't know. Well, maybe. It could have also been my phone sitting underneath the mic.
4.5 feet tall.
Oh yeah, he is a young boy. I'm sure he's not done growing yet.
Do you happen to know the name Jet?
Doesn't sound familiar.
That doesn't ring any bells.
No.
Looking past them, what's inside the workshop?
All sorts of things. You see, like, multiple workbenches lining the back walls. Tons of different weird trinkets that you can't even really describe. Then you got a forge off to one side. You got what seems to be like a glass blowing set. Almost like when you walk in a general store looking for all the different tools. It's just, he almost has them all. Like he's been collecting them and trying to learn more and more things.
I'm guessing there's also like a cot inside there.
Yes.
He's been...
There's a cot, and there also seems to be a small stove as well.
Have you been living in this room all this time?
Besides going down to collect my stuff and then come back, yeah.
I'm gonna I'm gonna pick up the lantern and run downstairs. I'm gonna look at the back of the door, see if any of my locks are still there.
The only lock that seems to be there is the deadbolt and then the little chain lock.
I'm
Any
gonna.
remnants of the old ones, like holes?
Not that you can notice.
I'm gonna look the old man and ask, when was the last dark moon that you remember?
Well, the last dark moon was, what, a night? 2 nights? A day and a half? I'm not quite sure. What time is it right now?
It's pocket watch.
About, through all the time that's gone through, it's about 2100 at this point. Or
21?
2200, sorry.
21, 22?
Yeah, then about a day and a half ago. Seemed to have been a pretty easy dark moon from what I could tell. I didn't hear anything outside.
Is there a window inside that workshop?
There isn't a window, but you can notice, you also notice it too, Austin, with your passive. There's a pipe that seems to just lead straight up to the roof. You can assume it's some sort of venting system.
This is very strange.
Obsidian's just gonna back away from the door and go sit at the bottom couple stairs. Just head in hands, just trying to wrap his brain around what is going on.
So, who are y'all? And why are y'all here?
We're friends
I'll
of
explain.
Obsidians.
Yeah, I'll explain some, not important detail, but what we know of Obsidian for the past few nights, or the past few, day and a half. What we know. That we met him when he was patrolling, that we came here hours afterwards. His wife made moon pies.
Yeah, when you make that comment, he smirks up like he's just looking in his brain in the past, having a good memory in his head.
It just how they reminded me of my home, how my mother used to make them, and just good times. And
Well,
I mean, you even met us at one point.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. Y'all must have met someone else. I'm sure there's another gnome in the city named Max.
With a wife
I mean,
named same as your wife?
that's less statistical, but possibly. But I seriously have never met y'all before.
I'm gonna stand back up, hang the lantern back by the door, and go up to my room and start just gathering as much crap as I can into like a big bundle.
Okay. Yeah, you get up there, and the gnome's just looking at y'all like, well, if that's all, I'm gonna get back to my work.
Sorry about the door frame.
It's okay, I can fix it. I picked up woodworking tools about a year ago or so and started working on repairing stuff.
While I'm gathering my stuff, I'm gonna look at the woodworking, the carpenter tools in the room, and look at the ones I have in my bag. Are they identical?
They're not identical. His have quite a bit of wear and tear. You do notice, as you look closely, let's go ahead and give me a perception check on that.
Dirty 20.
Alright, you notice, you can see one of the saw's handles are sticking out of the pack, and on it, beneath like the rust and the wear and tear, it looks just like your first set that you had that you scratched your initials into.
And that's he has that?
Yeah.
Hey Max, do you mind just humoring me for a second? Can I see that saw?
Sure. He waddles, kind of with a little bit of a limp, back into the room, grabs out the saw that's much bigger than he should be using, and brings it over and is like, I'm not sure what you need with this rusty old thing.
I'm gonna see if my initials are on it.
You can see a big O, and then kind of the rest is like worn down on the handle because the O is at the bottom part, while as it goes up, it's more towards the handle that people would grip on and use it. So the wear and tear on it has degraded anything else you could notice on it.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna hand it back to him, and I'm gonna grab the big bundle that I packed up, Nightstar, and give him a little nod, and I'm gonna leave the house.
Okay.
Follow behind.
He waves y'all on, and you hear his door close and a couple of mechanical noises as y'all walk off.
I'm gonna walk straight out of the house, and do I see my cart?
Yeah, your cart's sitting out beside the house. You would have went around it when you went to the alleyway.
Okay, I'm gonna go put the bundle in my cart.
Okay.
Does the outside of the house look any different from what it was this morning?
No. As you're going to put the bundle in the pouch or in the cart, you notice a smoke trail leading up, and around the corner you see Mr. Sherlock. So, should I get rid of the report?
Yeah, because Max is inside and Nia's been dead for 23 years.
Excuse me?
You heard me right.
But at least he remembers.
That doesn't-
The gnome in there, is Max just a lot older, had no idea who I was, even though all my stuff was still in my room.
That can't be.
And once everybody's outside, I'm going to go back to the door, close it completely, and then reopen it to see if anything changes.
Nothing seems to change. Just as you open it back up, it's still dark inside. You look inside, scratches.
I'm going to use one of my magical awarenesses, see if there's any magic going on around here.
You notice. When are you doing it at? Like,
Let me
just like you closing
get
the
you
door and trying to get the full effect?
No, I think I'm going to leave the door open.
It's what? Is it from your
It's,
archetype?
Yeah, until the end of my next turn, you know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover. When you sense a spell, you learn which school of magic it belongs to.
Okie dokie. You do notice one thing. You sense a lot of interplanar magical forces at work here. They seem to be specifically coming from the scratch marks within the house.
I'm gonna reach out and like run my hand across the scratch marks.
What are you seeing, Obsidian?
It doesn't like you don't feel anything like physically, but whenever you go near the scratch marks, you feel ice over the back of your neck.
There's some kind of magic going on with these scratch marks.
Looking at the scratch marks closer, are they in a runic symbol?
No, not the
Just-
one that you would know. If it was one, you wouldn't have any idea. It definitely does not seem like anything you've picked up or learned.
But they don't look like a symbol at all.
Mm-mm.
All right, randomly, I'm gonna take out my just a wood chisel and try to scratch the claw marks, see if anything happens.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
My
Um,
favorite.
Ruh-roh.
14.
Cool. You're okay. You're as you go to scrape it in, you're gonna take 2 points of psychic damage as you just feel your brain almost freezing over.
The most
hell of a brain
intense brain freeze.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. If you could die from a brain freeze, that would be how.
I'm gonna and did I scratch the marks yet, or as I was going to?
As
do
you
it?
were going to.
Okay, I'm gonna see me go for it, and I just drop the chisel and I grab my head.
Yeah, like a brain freeze that doesn't do damage makes you do that. So just imagine what one that does do damage to your real person would do.
Ooh.
No. I'm gonna pick up the chisel, put it in my bag, and just take a massive swing with Night Stars at the claw marks.
Okay, gonna give me another wisdom saving throw.
Yep. That's a 18.
Nice. Okay. You're gonna take 4 points of psychic damage, but you do seem to fight through. Go ahead and give me a go ahead and get damage roll. I'm fairly certain you can hit the floor.
No, I missed the door.
Yeah, but the floor you just have to let gravity work.
Well,
This is on the
gravity
wall.
doesn't always work in his favor.
10.
10 points of damage. You shatter the floor. And as you do that, where are y'all two at? Y'all just outside?
No, I've always been at his side.
Well,
wondering
that's
what's going on.
outside, because I said once everybody was outside is when I was opening and closing the doors.
Yeah.
Well, he's right inside though, right
Yeah.
inside the
Yeah.
doorway.
Yeah.
So we're like what?
Y'all are what, on the
I'm
stairwell?
Steps?
Yeah.
Well, I
Uh,
was making sure
step-
everybody was outside.
No, we were
Before I-
outside.
Yeah,
so
we're
like a
outside.
step
I'm-
away.
We're
Alright.
looking inside.
So,
I'm at the door from looking inside, watching.
So, what I'm going to need, since y'all two are outside, I'm going to need y'all to give me wisdom saving throws.
Ooh.
What about Sherlock?
Sherlock was standing over the thing and he was standing on the alleyway and he was really confused when you said they didn't exist. And you could tell that he was thinking inside his brain as you were leaving.
There.
14.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Nice finger counting.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
math has
joking.
never
You
been
can.
my strong suit.
It's cool. You're a paladin. You don't need math. So,
I mean, none of us are intel based, so.
what
Put a
you
plus
see, Austin, is you see Obsidian bring down his maul. It smashes, and it just breaks apart the floor. What you see, Cons, is when Obsidian brings down his hammer, a wave outputs throughout the room. You no longer see any scratch marks on the walls, on the floor. The table that you were at was no longer broken. Or that you saw at the beginning in the entrance, no longer broken. The lantern's not putting off any weird light anymore. You notice the exact same thing, Obsidian.
I'm gonna step it and go to the kitchen area.
As you walk into the kitchen, everything's normal from what you can tell. The table's not broke.
Is the stove lit?
Stove's not lit, but it does have a warmth emanating from it.
I'm gonna grab the lantern and run upstairs.
I'm following straight behind.
Well, you don't know what they're doing. It looks normal for you, Austin.
No, but if I see him go rushing upstairs, I'm
Okay.
following straight behind.
Yeah, the house still looks normal. It's dark. You see his lantern still broken. As you head up there, Obsidian, you see all the doors open.
Looking into parents' room.
It's a fully furnished bedroom. No one's there.
Do I see any blood anywhere?
You do not.
What was his mom's name?
Nia.
Nia. Miss Nia?
No reply.
Look into my room.
I mean, your stuff's not there anymore. You took it already. It looks about the same.
And then look in the workshop.
Workshop. Yeah.
It's exactly as you remember it from before. No one's there.
I'm gonna run
though.
up. Run upstairs. Are you seeing this?
Do I smell any food? Like
Uh,
she had just been cooking.
You do not smell anything. In fact, what you see is completely strange. You see Obsidian run up the stairs and look at the door that's closed in front of him. Look confused. Go to the other door that was open because it was his bedroom. Not really look anyways, and then run up to the last door and just stare at a closed door. Very confused, and he's just
I'm gonna
staring
walk
at a
in.
closed door. Go ahead and give me another wisdom save here to DJ. Come on,
Just
monk.
DJ.
Yeah, that was with my 4. $16?
Hey, cool.
Ah,
As he walks through the door, you notice everything surrounding you completely morphs and changes, and he's dead.
Divine sense of good and evil.
Is that just if anything's within range? I think.
It's
Besides total cover.
Okay.
right within 60 feet of me.
Yeah, you don't get anything. You do kind of feel auras of evil, but not like a evil force is here currently.
Okay.
You get
Like it
traces
was
of
or something.
evil.
Okay. That's strange. I'm feeling like traces of evil around, but I don't understand.
You're still
where?
downstairs, so you don't.
Well, I said I ran upstairs.
Oh, did you? Okay, my bad.
I'm gonna look on the ground using the torchlight. Do I see? Is it dusty? Or is it clean?
No dust. It's like they keep it up normally. Keep it up, kept cleaned up, spotless.
Obsidian? Check that missing persons paper that that you supposedly gave him. Does that still say the date that was on there before? Or a different date?
Did you to hold on to the one that?
I held on to the one that I supposedly wrote.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was no.
I'm wondering, is
date.
it like a future date, or was it actually written? I think it was 3 days ago, supposedly.
No, it wasn't. It was written for that morning. Was
Or
when
for that morning.
well, that was when Sherlock received it. It doesn't actually have a date on when the person's people went missing.
But it hasn't changed at all?
No.
Like, so it still looks like his handwriting and...
Yeah.
I did see him earlier.
My
This is
stomach attests to that.
I'm gonna go into my room and look out the window. Do I see Sherlock still standing at the end of the alley?
Yeah, he's just like really confused. Like his face is almost twisted up. Like he's just almost frozen because he's supposedly all about detective work and he doesn't understand what words you just told him.
Sherlock, inside.
Yeah. What's going on?
Come inside.
Okay.
What do you see
He
when you enter?
hops down off the cart, comes around. This house looks normal.
As in lived in normal or empty normal?
Going to the bottom stairs, I'm gonna go over to the table that was flipped over. Is this right here, or is it flipped over onto the ground?
No, it was. Oh, are you asking Sherlock?
I'm asking Sherlock what he sees.
He just knocks on it. It seems pretty sturdy to me.
And I'm gonna point to the spot that I smashed. Is the ground where I hit broken?
Yes.
I'm gonna point to it. There were scratch marks right here.
Well,
That
you
were emanating.
scared him off.
That was emanating interdimensional magic. Interplanar magic. I broke them. Before I broke them, this house was a disaster.
Okay.
It was empty.
So let me get this straight. Do you need to talk to someone, Obsidian?
Look, both Cons and Austin saw it.
Yes. This house was in disarray. Like no one's lived here for quite some time.
Tables were flipped, dust everywhere, rooms, that living room right there, completely empty. Nia and Max's room, completely empty. Max, 23 years older.
I don't.
It's hard to wrap your brain around, I guess.
I am stumped.
I'm gonna hand him
There
back.
is a god.
I'm gonna hand him back the missing persons report. They're still missing.
Well, looks like I still have a job to do then. We'll keep
Am
each
I
other
getting
posted as he rolls up.
Where Obsidian smashed the floor, am I getting the sense of evil from that spot, or
Not
Yes.
really specifically, just kind of in the house. So, you
There
keep
was
me
evil
updated,
here.
and I'll keep
What?
you all updated.
You know where I live.
For now.
Yeah.
He puts paper in his pouch and starts to leave.
I'll go up to Obsidian. I'm getting a sense of evil was here. Not that it is, but it's hard to explain, like, it's faint.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on here. I'm gonna look at the door. Does it look, now that this illusion's gone, does it look like it was forced open at any point?
The front door?
Yeah.
No, it does not.
His blocks are back.
Yeah, all of your barricades and different things you enhanced on the door are there.
gonna go back outside, grab my sack of stuff from my room, carry it back into the living room, and just plop down on the couch. I'm tired.
I can tell.
The couch breaks.
Oh, I know.
No, seriously, like the little legs on it broke.
I know. I'll fix them.
Again.
It's not the first time I've broken this couch.
You do hear a knock at the door.
I'll go and open it.
As you open it, you see Sherlock is standing there. One curious question before I actually leave. Was there anything weird like this at any of the other missing people's houses?
See how we only investigate 2. Not that
Gonna
we
check
saw.
them tomorrow. I holler out from the living room.
Okay, just making sure. You know, if I don't have to do the work, I'm not gonna. So good luck. Stop getting into trouble.
I don't know what you're talking about. Neither should you.
Fair. Well, good night, guys. Get some sleep.
And Obsidian's just gonna pass out on the broken couch.
Lean up against the wall. Sit down, leaning up against the wall. Come on, I'm used to meditating.
It's okay, you're a halfling. It's not a very far fall. No.
PG. 13.
So, are y'all going to get a long rest in here then?
I would
Yep.
love to.
It's not as restful as you'd like, but it will do. Y'all
Long
come
rest.
to from the noise of the streets. People heading up and down. You hear carts coming in and out.
I'm gonna
I
go.
was gonna say, did I know if anyone came by? See how my rest is 4 hours.
I mean, were
Elven
you
trait.
looking for anyone?
No, I just wonder if his parents came by. or
No,
was
no one
entered.
stopped in at all. The house stayed dormant throughout the night.
Okay. I'll go to the stove and just start putting small pieces of wood in there, make sure it stays warm.
Okay.
As I wake up, I'm gonna head into the kitchen. Knowing that groceries are there, I'm gonna start making breakfast for everybody.
Oh, no. There are no groceries.
Oh, the groceries still aren't there?
No. The cupboards aren't completely empty,
Okay.
but they're also not stocked.
I'm gonna try to
Like-
throw something together for breakfast.
Find some stuff. Just getting leftovers and bits like that. I don't... How well does Obsidian cook food?
I mean, he's watched Nia cook several times.
Does
Tried
he
to
have
pay
to roll for
attention.
it?
I've watched professional hockey a lot.
You know a lot of hockey.
That doesn't mean I know how to play it very well.
What do you want me to roll? Survival?
Yeah, let's go with a survival.
I'll help.
18?
We're not gonna have to roll a survival to see if we survive the food, are we?
18 survival.
Go ahead and give me a survival saving throw. No. Yeah, you throw something together. It's quite tasty, actually. Turns out when you buy good ingredients, even a rock can
Better
throw them together.
ingredients. Better pizza, Papa John's.
It's not delivery, sort of.
How much damage did I just take from that reference, Jacob?
Take 52 points of DM damage.
I'm still alive.
Nah, I'm joking.
I'm
No
gonna
Papa John's
bring
in Marcola.
I'm gonna bring it out to the table, set it up. It's nothing like Nia can make, but it's something to get us going.
I'll sit down.
It's pretty good, Austin. It's actually
extremely edible.
It's better than what you typically eat at the monastery.
Yes, but I have tasted the gods from
Of-
Nia's cooking.
Hi.
You've
Doesn't
tasted
matter.
a dessert.
And it's probably not as good as some of the normal stuff that I've had.
No, we actually
but
add
it
heart
is-
and soul into our food.
Oh yeah.
and hair.
And hair, sweat, blood, tears.
Well, I don't think I want to eat his hair.
It's a little crunchy.
Salt.
No, it's like
Salt, right.
you just
It's
see
rock
him
salt.
lean over and just grind his head.
Yeah, I got like a cheese grater.
Yeah. So yeah, y'all get
Lemon zester, and I'm just.
some rest. Y'all get a good breakfast in ya, and y'all have a new day. Many questions to be answered.
When the monks leave, it's normally for multiple days at a time, right? When they're going on those,
Yeah, typically for usually 2 to 3 days they'll be gone.
Do you really want to go back there yet? Look, you told me to be the key, alright?
I was thinking, and you just smashed it!
I counted down. There was a clear countdown, and it's Khan's fault he was talking.
It was stained glass!
I mean, it's still stained glass, it's just in pieces.
Well, if anything, people will just think that someone broke into the monastery. Some ruffian did it.
Oh, no, he'll still find a way to make it be my fault.
Do you leave a toenail? And with that, I'm just gonna go grab my stuff. Alright, so Sherlock said we should probably go check the other houses. See if anything else has been going on there. Tahiya's is only a couple
Block.
Tahiya's is only a couple doors down from here.
Could
So
you
we
say
can go.
3 of them?
No, I wouldn't. I would say 2.
Okay,
not
so
as
it's
good, is
not
it?
3 doors down.
Right.
The DM takes damage.
So we can go check out the Tahiya's house.
The his is
con-
where...
Yeah.
Is-
Don't get eaten this time.
Yeah, please.
I'm going to, is there a way I can get to the roof from the inside of this house?
No.
Is there a way to get to the roof from the outside?
No.
I mean, there's always a way
No.
for a
I'm gonna...
oath of the
I
hunter.
failed.
There definitely is a way.
I'm gonna go outside and make my way up to the roof.
As y'all make y'all's way outside, you notice a small boy in a hat holding what seems to be crumbled up newspapers, but flattened out, just yelling out, "Anyone like the news? We have some big reports coming out."
Do I know this kid?
You know him as he tries to make a couple extra bucks here and there by selling reused newspapers from the...
What's a buck?
You know the thing with antlers that y'all don't have
Oh,
to mark
okay.
Those things.
I'm gonna walk over and hand him a. How much for the paper? Would I know that?
Yeah, it's just like a silver piece. He'll take it. Really anything.
I'm gonna walk over and hand him a silver.
All right, he hands you the paper. First thing that you notice in all caps and bold lettering, multiple murdered at night from vicious monster.
Says how or type?
It just says the Living
Like
District.
mauling?
The Living District, reading in depth. The Living District had 3 people killed last night from some sort of creature with sharp claws, giant fangs.
It's
Sounds
moving
like your
fast.
friend, Hans.
It was going to the industrial district. It must have came back around to the living district.
Let's see. Do you think it's circling around, going back to this place?
Again?
I don't know. Maybe we should go check those out whenever we get a chance. But I say we check out the Tahiya's house just to see if we see anything like we saw in my house.
Yep. Going to the roof, because I know there's a big hole in the ceiling.
There sure is.
Let's see if you can actually stay out of it this time.
All right, are y'all going to the rooftop?
No, I'm gonna go in through the front door. Hopefully it's still busted open.
Following
Alright,
behind Obsidian.
So, as y'all get down, we'll go with you, Cons, first. You get to the rooftop, and just taking other roofs to get there. You don't notice no hole.
There's no hole.
No. The
I'll
roof
put my
seems
hand up.
to be solid.
I'll put my hand right where the hole should be. Does it feel solid, or is it
Yeah, feels like a piece of wood
or
or
over
shackle.
to the edge? I'll work my way over to the edge and look down. Like, there's no hole.
As y'all approach from the ground, the window's no longer broken. The door is closed. No answer.
I'm gonna look around the outside of the door. Do I see any scratch marks?
No, you do not see any scratch marks.
I'm gonna jiggle the door handle.
It's locked.
Is any way from the rooftop to get inside? I believe
Not
there was
from
one
this
way.
house. Not from
Not
this
from
house.
this house.
No, that was in Eva's house.
Yeah, that was.
Eve's house and then your house.
Yeah, they've got roof access.
Yeah, most of the living quarters does.
Looking, curtains drawn on the inside.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to yank the door.
Alright, go ahead and give me a strength check.
Strength check or athletics?
Sure.
Athletics, I got a 21.
Alright. Yeah, you bust through. The only thing holding the door seemed to have been a rusty chain. And
Hello?
it echoes a little, kinda, not really, a little bit. You notice inside it's dark, and there just seems to be a thick layer of dust along the floor and stairs and the wall.
Not like it was when we came in here the first time.
Not at all like it was when you came in here the first time.
I'm gonna pull out my lantern, get it lit up.
Okay, you head through.
From the
Following
rooftop,
behind.
What was that, Cons?
From the rooftop, do I see anything like moving along the other rooftops, or is
No.
it just as normal as it should be?
As normal as it should be.
I'm
Alright,
keeping my eye. Go ahead.
I'm gonna jump down and join them.
All right, you slide down the pole.
I'm keeping my eye out for any scratches.
Gotcha. You're walking through the house. You've been through this house already.
Yeah.
There was blood
There's
everywhere.
no furniture.
I'm gonna head upstairs to where the Tahia's parents were laying in the bed.
Following.
There's no bed, no blood, no bodies.
Using Nightstar as a blind man stick, I'm gonna wave it where the bed normally would be.
Nothing.
Footprints. Our footprints
In the dust, yeah. Y'all leave footprints.
before, like our
From last time.
previous.
You don't see anything now.
So this house is completely empty.
Seems to be abandoned almost.
I'm gonna go to the room where we saw Tahia.
Okay, you make your way through the back room that connects to the last room, and as you open it up, that is when you see all the scratch marks within this back bathroom-esque room.
Here we go again.
Something's covering something up.
Wait. Is it like everywhere?
In this room, yeah, it's like how the hallway was in the entrance hallway was in the Shorts house.
Well, you know what fixed it last time. I'm gonna ready up.
I'm just gonna hold Nightstar straight out and just let gravity drop it onto the ground.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. You just hit the ground.
No scratches.
There's scratches there, but you're not doing enough for scratch. Nightstar's doesn't weigh that much.
I don't know.
Doesn't weigh that much.
You see
It'll
the picture?
cripple me.
Doesn't weigh that much.
Alright. Bracing myself for the incoming head pain that's gonna happen, I'm gonna take a swing at the ground.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
All of us?
Since I was bracing myself, can I have advantage?
You sure cannot.
Aww.
You can't brace your mind.
15.
Not your mind.
All right, so you take 16 points of psychic damage,
Ow!
and that stops you in your track from swinging right before you connect.
Oh. We just see him.
Oh, you see he goes to swing and just instantly lets go at the last second as it falls to the ground, and he just instantly grabs his head and retches back in pain.
Well, that didn't work.
I'm gonna take an arrow and I'm gonna.
I'm
shoot
gonna
one of those
back
scratch
up
marks.
before he does that.
Same.
All right, yeah, go ahead and give me
Seeing
a
I would be in the way.
wisdom saving throw there, Zach.
Oh,
Colin.
not even range can save you from the psychics.
Listen, this is magic, boys. Y'all don't know how it works.
21.
Okay, you're gonna take 5 points of psychic damage, but you are gonna be able to release that arrow. Go ahead and give me some damage.
To be fair, 5 hit points is the equivalent of 16 that I took.
Percentage-wise, just about, yeah.
D8. That one.
Uh,
6.
All right, cool. Other two, give me wisdom saving throws. Y'all know what's going on, so go ahead and do it with advantage.
22.
With advantage?
I rolled 2 natural ones.
Gosh, man. Okay, you're gonna also take 5 points of psychic damage. When that hits, though, for you, Zach, Cons, the whole room fades. The whatever was causing the magic dissipated. Same for you, Austin. But Obsidian, you get another retch of pain as the room just continues to look the way it is.
Now that the room is different, is it?
It's the same as it was the other night.
Hole in the wall, ceiling and everything.
Yeah, you get a draft as soon as that happens. You're standing practically right below the hole.
Run to the other room to see the parents' bedroom? The parents' bed?
You see the parents' bed. You see the blood everywhere. There is no bodies anymore.
Like they were picked up or they were eaten?
Mark detail or eat?
They're not there.
Because there's not more. Is there more blood?
You don't see any drag marks.
The parents are gone.
Well, yeah, the whole house is gone.
No, it changed back after I hit the mark.
Okay.
Obsidian, poke up.
I'm gonna poke up where that hole should be with Night Star.
Yeah, you're poking.
That's
Solid.
ceiling.
Isn't that gonna break it just like him walking through the door that was closed for me?
Think about what you just said.
I'm gonna jump through the hole.
Okay, as you like jump up and grab the hole, go and give me a saving throw.
Come on.
9?
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna kill him with psychic.
Did you do it with advantage again?
Oh.
Sorry, you. To be fair, you know what's going on.
12.
This is confusing to you. You see Constantine leap, and his hands fuse into the ceiling, and he's just hanging with it. You see his wrists are just inside the wood.
If I smacked Obsidian, would that help at all?
I mean, it might hurt your hand. He is made of rock.
Anyway, I don't even care. The bodies are gone.
Yes. I'll jump down. But I don't see drag marks. I don't see like they were picked up. They're just gone.
Yeah. I mean, the covers are pulled away.
I pulled them away.
So?
Okay, well, it seems like something's going around covering up these houses.
And with that pause right there, we are going to take a 10-minute break, allowing our players to go to the bathroom, do things they need to do. So we will be back in 10 minutes, and we will continue where we are leaving off.
Why? Hey there, everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying the episode so far. I'm just taking this time during the intermission to let you guys know that we will be streaming our sessions on Twitch every Friday starting at 10 p.m. Central and going to about 1 to 2 a.m. Central Saturday morning. The VOD of the stream will be up on YouTube the following Sunday night, along with the audio-only version on Spotify. If you like it, please subscribe, let us know. You can also contact us at our social medias on Facebook and Twitter. If you have any questions or comments about anything, let us know. We'll be sure to answer them. And besides that, let's get back to madness included.
And we are back. So, back to the dread of missing bodies.
Back to the dread of missing a lot of things.
Mainly your sanity.
I don't think I ever had it at this point.
Not with his childhood.
I think according to the map that Gnomes gave us, where's the next closest house?
The next closest house.
Well, don't you want to check on Mia's?
Who?
The little girl.
Eva.
Yeah, Eva.
That's on the other side.
So the next closest house is a street over and then down a couple blocks. And it is the residence of a Aaron Pearson.
Okay, so that's Pearson's. I want to go check that out just to make sure.
Okay. Want me to go through the hole again?
No, I'm done with this house. My brain still hurts.
Alright, so y'all head back out. Lock the door up, kinda.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to close it back up and latch it as best I can.
Can't. It's on the other side of the wall.
I'm gonna make sure the door closes.
It does close. I'm just saying, you ever tried to close one of those chain locks from the other side?
It's harder than it looks.
It's impossible.
Fair.
So, plus you broke it, so that also doesn't help. Y'all
Fair.
close up, y'all head down a street, or over a street, down a couple blocks. Y'all get to the Pearson residence.
Is this one of the houses I've worked on?
You haven't worked on it, but you do know, you have heard of an Aaron Pearson. He lives there by himself. He's a half-elf. Kind of keeps to himself, just kind of gets by. He has a pretty crappy job in the industrial district, but it's good enough to at least let him have some sort of life, I guess.
One-story house?
Yeah.
Rooftop access?
No. It is just your basic one-story, probably one-bedroom house.
One door?
Yeah. Door on
Okay.
the front and one window on the front.
I'm guessing the
window?
curtains are closed.
One ring to rule them all.
No, that joke's already been made.
Yeah, that was one saving throw to rule them all. Look at the chat.
So the window does not have any curtains on it.
Do I see anything through it? Or is it just too dusted over?
It's not dusted over at all. Seems to just be dark inside. With your dark
No,
vision, you can see in it, and everything seems to look normal inside, from what you can tell.
I'm gonna knock on the front door.
You knock. A few seconds go by. No one answers.
See if it's locked.
It is locked, yes.
I'm gonna turn around and look at Con and Austin. Am I the key again?
I've got no lockpicks. And I
I'm
doubt
just
I
gonna
can...
start calling you the key to the city.
At least the key to the favela.
Yeah, cheaper wood. A little bit easier
Yeah.
to get in.
I'm gonna
Monarch
try to-
District won't be so easy.
I'm gonna try to pull the door open.
Hey, give me a strength check or athletics.
9.
This is a sturdy door.
Y'all want to give me a little bit of help here?
Yeah, I'll give you
Oh,
help.
hell. I could. We all probably
Both
could
of
with
y'all
as
can't
small as I
help.
am.
No. Don't take
Let's
it too
see.
much. Who's wanting to help?
Well, I don't think I
Are
have
either
my
y'all
strength's a
proficient in
-1.
athletics?
Athletics?
Or wait.
I've got.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you proficient?
It's got the star,
Yeah.
but it's
Okay.
just not great.
Yes, I'm proficient in
Okay, then,
athletics.
yeah, y'all can choose one of y'all to help them then.
Go ahead, Cons. You're bigger.
You're bigger. Technically, you're rounder. He's just taller. Okay, so, yeah, you lean up there. Go ahead and give me an athletics check with advantage, Mr. Obsidian.
23.
Oh, you get the door open. Yeah, it breaks open. And
Just holding the door.
Nah, you pushed it in. It buckled under your weight. And when you
Call me
had
fat.
big dude pushing on your back as well, it helped out. The door might be. So,
Mr. Pearson.
yeah, no reply. It is just seems to be a normal house. I mean, there's a little bit of dust, but not like a lot. It just his report was an older one, so
I'm gonna go in, lighting up my lantern.
Following Tomfa out.
Falling on my air. Oh.
alright, you head in.
Spread out, look around.
That served y'all well.
Yeah. It's all first floor. There's not that many rooms.
You're right. There's 2.
So one of us check the bedroom, and the other 2 will check the living room, kitchen.
Well, to be fair, it's like the entrance is the living room, and then you got kind of a closed off kitchen, but not really, and then a bedroom.
All right, Cons, you go check the bedroom. Austin, you check the kitchen.
Woo! I mean, okay.
I'll check the living room.
We are in the living room.
Yeah, but just because we're standing here doesn't mean we see anything. I would like to look around for any scratch marks.
I'll go to the bedroom door. Is it open? Is it closed?
No, it's open.
Looking inside, do I see anything?
You see a bed. You see a chest at the foot of the bed, a nightstand, and then a wardrobe off to the corner. Not fancy. All this stuff is the pure basic.
Bella.
No.
It's like IKEA worthy of basic.
Yeah, how many times I can use it, can I? No, Divine Sense doesn't have a cooldown or a how many times you can use it, can it?
No, it does not.
Using my Divine Sense.
Oh, no, you can use this feature a number of times equal to 1 plus your charisma mod.
I see that. Charisma mod. Oh, that's a good thing. I can use it twice. So,
You only have a +1 charisma,
plus 2 charisma.
So you can use
so then
3.
you can do it 3 times. Because 1
Got it.
plus charisma mod.
And you've rest since the
okay.
last time you used it, so.
No. But I will use my Divine Sense.
Okay. You're not getting anything from your
There's-
divine sense. Not even traces.
No evil. I'm not sensing anything evil around here. Or good at that point. There's nothing.
I'm gonna look
Well-
around the living room, see if I see anything, walls, floors, anything
you
in the
see
dust.
walls and floors, yeah.
Looking for anything on the walls and floors.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be doing the same in the kitchen.
Okay.
He's mainly raiding the pantry.
Are y'all looking for anything specific?
Besides the point.
I mean, I'm
Scratch
looking for
marks.
scratch marks,
Alright.
anything that resembles what we've seen in the other two houses.
No, y'all can both give me investigation checks.
Want me to do the same?
Yeah.
17.
Nice.
15.
Alright. Did you roll a d20?
16.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you had to
Yeah.
roll the d20. So, first you, Obsidian. You're looking around. You don't really notice anything. Then you get down on your knees and hands to look closer and stuff. You do notice some scratch marks, but it seems to just be like some rats that scratched around. They're much smaller. Probably not what you're wanting. You don't see anything at all, Austin. No scratch marks or anything. Everything seems to be fairly normal here. Same thing with Yukons. Just like people haven't been here for a little bit.
Well, I think we're only gonna find these at places we've already been. Like someone's trying to cover our tracks.
Yeah. So then I guess
Eva.
Eva would be our next stop.
But I'm curious. Why would someone try to cover up your house, if that's the case?
Why would someone try to cover up anywhere we're going unless they're trying to hide that we're investigating missing people? That's all I get out of this.
I mean, I know for a fact that nobility doesn't care about the favela. My brother even said so.
Who are you laughing at, Jacob?
Nothing.
So,
I guess we can go check at Eva's.
right. I will tell you that I did cover her body. As
Thank
out of
you.
respect.
I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back as I start heading out the door.
So y'all head back out. Y'all make y'all's way down the road in the direction of Eva's house.
Making my way.
Downtown.
My way. Back down to the, what is it? The Mezza's house.
Yep.
As y'all start to get closer, y'all get onto the street where you can see down. You notice a crowd blocking the entire street around that house. Y'all get closer, and you hear loud chatter. And then as you get up to the crowd and kind of worm y'all's way through this crowd, you see something you thought you would never see. You see a giant group of guards surrounding the house, blocking off people from getting close to it.
Is
I'm gonna-
it Onyx's guards?
No,
Like, do we
it
know
just
what
seems,
insignia?
No, it just
Like-
seems to be one of the different guard barracks.
Like, okay. I want to look to one of the civilians that are looking on. Like, what? Do you know what's going on over here?
Yeah, they look at you and they're like, apparently something terrible happened here. Someone's saying that someone murdered the 3 residents in here.
That's horrible.
I'm gonna try to push my way to the front of the group.
Yeah, you're strong, big enough. You get your way through these weakly
Following in the
favela people.
steam that he
Yeah.
farted.
And you get to the front, and as you start to head forward, a guard holds out his arm. Halt there! No entrance allowed.
Do I know this guard?
You don't know him by name.
Do I know any of the guards here?
Again, just from what you're glancing, you can't really tell anyone in specific, any particular person.
Since when do guards care about what happens in the favela?
Since when do favela citizens get to ask questions about what we guards do?
Since I left the guards to protect the favela in the first place because no one else would do it.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm doing strict orders
From who?
from my captain.
I'll walk up and I'll flash my paladin's badge. Can you tell me anything then?
I have no information. My one job is to keep the crowds back.
Right, I heard from the crowd that people were murdered here.
That definitely seems to be the case.
How many guards
mind-
are there?
There's about a
Sorry.
dozen of them.
Who you are?
Dozen of them surrounding, just holding people off.
Uh,
Not that like people
you
are
point-
trying to press forward, but you know.
Where is your captain at the moment? Is he inside? Are we able to talk to him?
He's probably busy right now. I mean, maybe I can go and see if there's anything, but who is it that's asking?
Cons of the Paladin Order, Rangers, Hunters.
Okay. Yeah. He leans over to the guy a little bit down. Hey, hold off my post too. And he turns around and heads to the front where you hear him, or you see him say something to the guard that's standing in front of the door. And that guard turns around and heads inside.
Feeling like a fly, landed on my leg. I'm gonna kick Austin as he's punching me in the leg.
Told him who you are.
I was gonna let Cons try to get in first.
And when has that ever worked with the guards?
A few minutes
Well-
pass. Y'all are hearing crazy things from the crowd, just insane rumors. Like, one comes through and it's like, yeah, I heard whoever did this chopped all of the people up into little pieces and made a stew out of them. Just insane rumors that are going around in this group.
I'm just standing there, arms crossed, just staring at the house.
One thing,
Trying to look as big and as intimidating as possible.
what you do notice is the door going to open.
Did I just freeze?
Yes,
No.
you're back though.
Okay, because all of a sudden you just froze after you said cross arms, so I didn't hear anything after that.
Okay, sorry. So y'all notice that the door to the house opens, and out steps a dark elf, cladded in a light armor, and approaches y'all. What would you like to know, brother?
I didn't know you were working with the actual guards.
I'm not. I'm here under... He looks around. I'm here under work. Orders from my higher-ups.
I see. Look at the barrier. May I cross over?
He shoos the guard off to the side, and he takes a few steps over.
I'll step past and
I'm gonna try to follow.
No one seems
And I'm
to
still
stop you.
following the parting sea.
brother, meet the guardian of the favela and Austin, what kind of monk are you?
He's
One
the
of the
monk.
monks.
He's one of the Kensei monks.
One of the Kensei monks.
I expected you to show up, Mr. Obsidian. How about y'all come inside?
I wonder why. Was that because you took all of the missing posters?
How about you follow me inside?
That sounds like a great idea.
He heads into the house.
I'll follow him in.
Follow.
Door closes behind y'all. There's about another dozen or so guards inside as well. You got people cleaning, straightening up. So, should I ask y'all what happened here?
First things first. This is not me talking. This is me saying what I want to do real quick. I'm gonna head upstairs. See if anybody tries to stop me from going upstairs.
As you start to head upstairs,
We're getting the static again.
Better?
Yes.
Better.
It's my
Yes.
phone. Anytime I put my phone on my keyboard, it makes the static noise. Figured it out though. Okay. Yeah, as you start heading up, you are stopped by the night. Do you want to figure out what's going on or go snooping around my crime scene?
I'm not snooping around. I want to check something.
Well, when I say you can go up there, you can. Till then, you have no authority here. If anything, y'all should probably be arrested.
On what rights? Or on what
Ground.
charges?
On the charges of murder.
I didn't murder anybody.
I hate to tell you this, but there's evidence of you being all over this place. Same with your little friend. Same with you too, brother.
Would you like to know what happened then?
Yes, I would.
Take us upstairs and we'll let you know what happened.
He turns around and starts heading up the stairs.
I'll follow.
Following behind.
Yep. He's following next to my brother. Or behind
And
my
on my
brother.
way up, I'm pulling out the missing person or Eva out of the stack that I had.
Okay. He gets to the top of the stairs. Guides y'all in. Y'all notice a big sheet is put over the doorway heading into Eva's bedroom.
Stare
Tom,
at it for a few seconds. Looking around me, is there like a table or something?
there's like a little end table that had like a couple chairs.
I'm gonna walk over and put the paper down. We were looking into the missing people.
Yes, I'm aware of this.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but y'all seem to have gotten all of the papers back.
Well enough. I just pull out my stack. I don't know how he saw the stack in Zach's bag, but whatever. I pull out my stack of 5 papers. These came in after you came in and took ones out of Obsidian's office. Onyx's office.
Well, you don't have to look into them anymore. The Monarch has its full focus on these people.
Yeah, does the Monarch know that something's interplanarly messing with these houses?
The Monarch knows a lot more than you do. I can
Yeah, where the
assure
hell
you.
are my parents? Sorry.
Listen, right now is a time to keep a leveled head. There are harsh times coming upon us all. And you going around and doing things that have happened is only going to cause more chaos in the streets. So,
When you entered this house, down below, what did you see?
down below it seemed like some sort of mutated, rotten. I also
Right.
found your bolts in it.
One arrow, to be precise.
That's fair. It was a bolt, or an arrow, and a hand axe. And I think I remember tales of a guardian who liked to use his big maul and then throw hand axes at people as well.
I literally have an identical hand axe to the one that he
Yeah.
found still hanging on my hip.
Oh,
You're right. You're right. We came to this house. We were attacked by the mutated rotten. We defended ourselves. It blew up.
That's fine. Also, he points down to the stairs where you can just see y'all's 3 outlines on the stairwell from where the goo splattered across it. That's fine. We don't.
right.
That's not what we have an issue with.
I killed Eva Meza.
We know.
In his defense,
There was no defense.
Oh, we know there was no defense. She was a young girl. She couldn't defend herself.
She couldn't. No, you're right.
We don't know exactly what happened. Maybe she was turned. I don't know. Doesn't
wasn't.
matter. Doesn't matter. What's happened happened at this point. We do need y'all to stop looking into this. I get it. Y'all have personal stake in the matter, but the Monarch's taking over at this point. You don't have no option. Either you stop looking into it or we put y'all away. We have plenty of evidence here to make that happen.
I mean, especially since I just came out right on set and I killed a little girl.
Well, we didn't need you to say it. There's enough proof to put you there.
But the other two did nothing.
They were here though. At the crime. They didn't report it. They didn't say anything. Like I said, none of this has to go anywhere. Y'all can go on y'all's way. But y'all have to stop pursuing the missing people.
You honestly think I'm just gonna stop looking for my parents? Then you're a fool.
I didn't say that. You can look for your parents.
Oh, the missing person. So I can continue looking for him?
We don't think they seem to have any connection.
Then I know something that the Monarch doesn't know.
No, but I said they didn't seem to have any connection to the Monarchs. So, you have no problem looking for your parents. Stay away from the missing people, though. I respect what you do down here. Trust me. It's sad that this situation that we're going through is what it takes for the Monarch to actually care about these people. But you gotta understand, they've been keeping this going for 5,000 years. Sacrifices are needed at places. It's not always the perfect option, but it's what has to happen.
Obsidian's gonna take a deep breath and straighten up a little bit.
I'm gonna say with my silent speech into his head, don't punch him.
I think we got off on the wrong foot. You know my name, I don't know your name. And I'm gonna hold out my hand to shake his hand. I'm Obsidian.
Hi, Obsidian. It's nice to meet you. As you know me, I am Constantine's brother. My name is Kira.
Well met. I'm gonna walk over to Constantine's bag and pull out the map that Gnomes gave us. With the drawn out
A.
symbol.
Pattern.
You say the smalls, shorts,
Shorts.
don't mean anything. And I'm put the map down and point to the very tip of the A. They complete the symbol. Everything matters.
Oh. If only you knew what really mattered.
Yeah,
Then
well,
tell us.
Would
I
it not be
can't.
wise to have a group that you could just throw away?
Listen. There is so much information on these anarchists that if got into civilians' hands, got into civilians' minds, y'all wouldn't be able to walk down the street without being terrified.
I already can't. Why do you think I'm here?
Listen, we have to deal with our grief in our own ways. I know what happened to your brother. It was terrible. And I know your grief led you to helping others. But this is way past y'all, way beyond y'all's abilities. Let the Knights handle it. If I need y'all, I'll get a hold of y'all. Maybe one day we can work together, but not now. Now, with that being said, I need to get back to work. So, if y'all could find
How
y'all
much
Before you
bull
go-
crap is this guy feeding us right now?
I mean, you can give me an insight check.
That is a 19.
I mean, everything he says is genuine. You can see a lot of what he says. He doesn't like that he's having to say it, but he's not lying about any of it.
Brother, tell me this before you leave. What are you doing with the mutant that's on the rampage?
We haven't been able to keep track of her. She outruns even our fastest knights.
Then let us investigate that, at least. I'll
Sure.
lift up my shirt. Show the scar. I owe it a debt.
You owe someone something. Everyone I've seen that has came face to face with that thing hasn't been able to stand in front of me like that.
Luckily, we got a good enough healer down here in the slums.
Arnok, I think it is, right?
Correct.
And I think Gramps had given me a clue about it. He said, why don't I try divine intervention to heal it? In my anguish, I didn't think about that, so that was on me.
Well, with what's going on, if y'all want to hunt down this creature and put an end to it, I'm sure the monarch would only look at it as favor. If y'all do that, you know how to get a hold of me, Cons, and I will possibly put in a word with the monarch. Maybe we can continue to work together at that point.
I'm gonna wrap up the map and the Eva's missing persons poster and put him back in my bag. Can I, before you make us leave, there's one thing I would like to look for in that room. It has nothing to do with the crime. It has nothing to do with what happened here.
Well, I know this family meant a lot to you, so they have no one else left. Go ahead and get what you need to get.
I'm gonna go into Eva's room and grab her toy Nightstar.
As you walk in, I'm gonna need a wisdom saving throw.
Oh! Hey! 17!
Okay. Yeah, as you walk in, instant anguish hits hard. Just flashes back to that night, blank emptiness of what you still can't understand exactly what's happened, but you shrug it off enough to get to where you need to get. You notice off in the corner is a bag of what seems to be just stuff thrown into it from the room.
I'm gonna see if I can't find that toy Nightstar of Eva's.
After rummaging through it for a
Broken.
couple moments, you do find both pieces.
I'm gonna walk out of the room with it. Rejoining Cons and Austin.
Alright, so he kind of waves y'all back down the stairs.
I'll stop at the top after everyone leaves and just look to my brother and be like, "Thank you for letting us investigate that. I'm
No.
sorry you have to go through all this."
It's okay. I know it's not everything y'all want, but trust me. The Monarch knows what they're doing. This is the best option.
Well, maybe if you get some time off, go visit Mom. I'm sure she would like to see you. Even though it is 6 feet down, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've been putting it off for too long, but I will.
Might do you some good. I'll head down the stairs with a little wave.
You're
While
passive.
he's talking, I'm headed.
Okay. You're passive, Austin, as you kind of like get to the bottom of the stairs and look back up at Cons as he's chatting. You do notice a feathery hand of the brother slip into the backpack of Constantine as he starts to walk down the stairs.
We'll wait until we're outside and walking away. And then I will tell Cons with my silent speech. Your brother handed you something in your bag. Don't look at it with alert.
I'll look to Austin and look back to the road and start walking.
Okay, where are y'all heading off to at this point?
Whew. That's a
Arnox?
great question.
Arnox for Mr. Headache over here?
Nah, I'm fine. Are you kidding?
Fine.
I'm only down a third of my health.
Yeah, but how's your mental prowess?
Oh, God.
I suggest we get to someplace safe. I want to see what either he took or gave.
So, where are y'all heading?
Home.
Back to the shorts.
All right.
Seems like a pretty safe place to be right now.
Takes y'all a bit of time, but y'all get back over there.
Are we stopping by general store at any point?
We could.
On the way there.
Sadly, there's not general stores really in the favela. What are you looking for?
Tired of using his lantern. I wanted to pick up a lantern.
Okay, you might be able to find most general stores in the favela are like your food stations. They're not really.
Like small stalls outside.
Yeah, they don't usually have that kind of stuff. That stuff you more or less would have to go into the market district in order to get.
Yeah.
You have torches.
Yeah, I know. One-use torches, not that lovely, reloadable lantern.
Well, should have bought a lantern.
I
One-
forgot.
When we get to the shorts, I'm gonna start lighting up lanterns that are in the house.
As you start to approach the house, you get a whiff of just you, Obsidian. You get a whiff of fresh moon pies.
Wait, my nose wouldn't be smelling those?
Did I say your nose was?
I said my nose wouldn't be?
Getting real excited for a second, I'm gonna run through and swing open the door.
You swing open the door, and it's dark inside.
Stupid.
Follows slowly behind.
Go in and start lighting up the lanterns for the living room.
Light them all up.
And then once everybody's in, I'm gonna close and safely fortify the door.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll then go to the kitchen, take off my pack, and
Living
see
room.
what was
Living room.
and take off my pack and see what was given or taken.
So, as you open your pack, you notice a giant piece of parchment rolled up and slid inside of it. And as you roll it out, it is the map that was on your table back at your house that you found from what you can assume is the Anarchist. It's pretty much a big detailed map of the entire city of Markala, and has lines drawn all throughout it with a giant circle circling a part of the favela.
Obsidian?
Do I know that part of the favela?
I mean, yeah, you know the part of the favela, but it's not like a part that people really go to very often.
It's like the slums of the slums?
Well, it's where a lot of the waste pulls up.
Where? Ow! Puppy dog. Sorry.
While he's messing with that, I'm attempting to fix the toy Night Star.
Yeah,
Where's your
you're
map
able
of the Anarchist A? Take that, put that over the circle. Just kind of do the
see where it's at.
yeah.
You notice all of the missing people, little dots, line up perfectly with with the different lines. Like every single dot has a line going underneath it. The only one that does it is the house y'all are currently in.
This is strange.
I'm gonna look up from the toy and look it over. Can I correlate what these lines are?
You have no idea what these lines are.
Okay.
Austin?
Because you've been down in the sewers under the favela, and it's
Not
just like
this.
it's gridded. The sewers are made into grids. That's how the whole sewer system is throughout the whole city.
So I can probably depict that this is the sewer system. One of these is the sewer system.
No, it's the opposite. It's
It's-
not the sewer system at
It's
all.
not. Okay.
These are sporadic lines that curve and bend around stuff.
Do they match up with some of the streets, or just go through some houses and stuff like that?
Yeah, a mixture of it all.
Interesting.
I know what it is.
You do?
Your brother, as he was withholding as much as he did, he gave you a track of where that beast has been. That's why it's so sporadic.
I'll start tracing where we were when we first fought it. But does it go down towards the
Industrial.
industrial district?
Go ahead and give me a investigation check.
Would I get advantage because Austin told me?
No, doesn't necessarily have to do with what he said.
I'm still
8.
fixing the toy.
9 total.
9. Okay. You can't quite understand how, but it doesn't. Your brain just is having a hard time thinking that this monster has gone all over the city of Markaleth in the short amount of time since y'all have seen it.
Are all the lines going in the relatively same direction?
No.
Okay.
A lot of them connect and go through each other. It's really just a mystery.
Stepping back, does it like draw out anything? Like a picture?
If it's a picture, it's a abstract one. An eye's down here, the mouth is up here, there's a fourth eye.
Is it any like was it a track of our movements? Because Khan was going at some points up over houses, so that would be going through them on a map.
Well, Cods, this is the same map you had when you went into your house and found the 2 anarchists in there. Or the 2 people
Right.
that got into the anarchist wagon.
Just now with a bunch of lines.
No, it had those lines before. Those lines aren't new.
And I can't do an investigation on it.
Well, what are you trying to figure out about it?
There's got to be a pattern, so I'm looking for a pattern.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Come on. 6.
It's got to be a pattern. This
You know what? I'm gonna do it just for funsies. I'm
You're
gonna
gonna-
do magical awareness.
Oh, I thought you were going to try to break it with your...
Magical
Nice,
awareness.
sorry.
What
I'm
is
gonna
that?
see if it's magical.
Okay. So your ability magical
Yeah.
awareness. No, there doesn't seem to be any magic coming off of the map. That's a good idea.
I'm at a complete loss for this. Maybe gnomes can figure it out because we're all dumb.
Yeah.
Want to go to him for help.
But I think before we go there, I think we should probably go check out that circle.
one that was on the map before that we hadn't gotten down to?
Yeah. The one that was
All
on
right.
his map.
This map, the one he gave to me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll fold up everything or roll up everything and slide it in.
Alright, sounds good. Y'all gonna head down there?
Yeah.
Alright. So, where that is located is in the corner of the
Industry.
favela with... It's somewhere here. There it is. The corner of the favela between that and the industrial district. Makes sense why there's a bunch of sewage and waste. Most of it comes from the industrial district. Sadly, none of y'all were very good at mazes, like figuring out the mazes. So the lines were really difficult for y'all. You know, kept thinking it was one of those images where if you like cross your eyes for long enough, something will come into focus. Just made it look like there was more lines, which really confused you. So yeah, no, y'all are gonna head down to that circle, and as you get closer, the buildings get crappier, more broken down. The people seem to be weaker, less well off here. Y'all get down there, and the stench, it's a very unpleasant place to be. And y'all are about at the point where you think the circle's at. Not exactly, but a general area of. Because it's not like it's just circled one little street. It's a area that's circled into it.
From where we are, I'm gonna look around, see if I see anything that stands out, anything that wouldn't normally be here, even if it's like a sign or a something just out of the ordinary for this area. I want to look around for it.
Yeah, go and give me
I know
a perception
two things.
check then.
I'm gonna do the same thing, but for symbols that would be standing out of that shouldn't be around here.
Okay.
Like a direction type symbol for anarchists, maybe.
I'm just gonna be staring at the people. See if they I don't know,
It's sad.
are weary of us.
I mean, it's sad. Look at watching.
Yeah, you notice Obsidian's not looking at the people here.
18.
He
Okay.
hasn't fully been able to get down here and help. 19 for my perception.
Hi. Yeah, y'all looking around. You're not really coming across anything out of the ordinary. It's kind of just dirty here. I mean, like, the amount of sewage and waste from the industrial district is just constantly pulling in. The sad part of where most of the circle lays inside the lake of waste that's off in front of you. And apart from diving on in, you don't really know if you'll be able to find anything else here.
Sewer entrance. Is there one nearby?
Yeah, there's one nearby.
How about anything to do with a piping system coming from industrial that may cut through the area we're in?
Oh, I mean, there's pipes. There's a pipe, a giant pipe that just leads straight over into the lake. That's what's filling it up. It definitely doesn't seem like a natural lake. It's just a pit that they've been dumping into.
How bad does it look?
What do you mean?
Like, how bad does the lake look?
You go in with 2 legs, you might come out with 3.
All right. Now, seeing how that pipe is going, does that look like one of the lines that was on the map we were looking at?
No, it doesn't seem to. The piping from the industrial is very geometrical, so straight lines, curves, 90-degree angles, stuff like that. A lot of this city's architectural with how it's built is very gritty.
I'm gonna go over to the sewer cover.
Okay.
Is it like a manhole cover, or is it a
Yeah.
grate?
I mean, it's a grate at this point. Into this area, they don't really put as much effort into it.
Can I see down into it?
Yeah, you can see into it. You got, again, sewage just going through like it normally does. There's a ladder that leads down.
Well, if this map is for the anarchists, one of two things. Either they have a secret hideout underneath the lake of sludge, or this potential manhole cover.
Oh, the circle is quite big, so it could be other manhole covers too. I don't know. I'd have to look. I don't want to check it out here in case that stiff happens.
Alright, new question for you, Jacob. Using my background's ability, Watcher's Eye, where I can locate law enforcement or dens of criminals, looking around at this area and the people around it, can I sense anything from them?
See, I could go around that by just saying, anarchists aren't criminals. They just believe something different than you.
Not wrong.
No. Sensing? I mean,
Anybody giving us like a side eye or you know,
I mean, not really. People don't seem to pay much attention to you other than like y'all seem to be in a lot cleaner clothes than them. And
me barely.
you know,
Yeah, you
maybe
got a
y'all
monk
have
and a
food or
paladin.
something that they might want. No one's really paying any extra attention other than that, though.
Is this sewer grate locked?
I mean, you want to attempt to pick it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a strength check. Let's see if you're strong enough. Not athletics, let's strength.
Not athletics?
No, let's see if you're just strong enough to pick it up.
That's a 6.
Total?
Yep.
You roll well.
I rolled a 3.
It's not very... It's pretty heavy. It doesn't seem
I'm
to be
gonna
locked. It
try and help
started to
him.
go up. It's just heavy.
I'm gonna get down in proper, form here and try again with Austin's help.
Proper form, he's going to grab the other side. His fingers fit in better. They're smaller.
That's a nat 20 for a total of 23.
Ah, you get it up. Great. It seems like the halfling's all you needed. He's now being lifted as well.
Just dang on one end.
So he got a great. He got a great lift on it.
Can
Can
Zach
you-
have disadvantage now?
Can you move me away from the opening down into the disgusting sewage?
I'm gonna try to shake him off into the sewer. See how good his grip is.
Let's see. Give me a strength check.
That wouldn't be okay.
Opposed strength check.
No. You rolled nat 20.
That would be a 17.
Ah, you hold on. He's a nimble little man.
All right.
He just. Well,
Yeah, he's just flopping around.
Only he had
That
sort of. If only he had that sort of finger strength when he was trying to climb a wall earlier.
All right, I'm gonna move it over and put him on the ground.
Yeah. So y'all have an open grate covering.
I am not going down there first.
I'm gonna pick
Got
him
it.
up and jump down there,
Okay.
trying to land on the walkway where the ladder is, and not directly into the line of sewage.
Ah, sounds good. Yeah. You can get there. You can get where you need to get.
Just gonna
I'll
dangle
climb the
him
ladder
over
down.
the sewage for a second.
You stop that!
Have him put him down on the walkway.
I'll climb the ladder down. Oh. Wasn't.
It
good
smells.
fall.
It smells really bad in here.
Smells like money.
Not money.
I'm gonna look down at the ground.
Yeah.
Has there been any foot travel lately?
You do actually see some foot travel, yeah.
Going which way?
Heading back towards the city.
I'm going to place my hand on Khan's shoulder. Lead the way, buddy.
Why me?
Mainly because I can't see in the dark. And there was this old fairy tale that was told to me growing up about how someone lit a torch in a sewer system and it blew up.
It's only if there's improper venting. Margalath
This is the
wouldn't
favela.
have
There's
laughed.
improper venting.
Margalath wouldn't have lasted for 5,000 years if all it took was one dummy to light a torch underground and blow up the whole city. That wouldn't have worked.
Well, he wasn't alive 5,000 years ago to do it, so.
Or was he?
All right, fine. I'm gonna light up my torch or my lantern.
The whole city blows up.
Well, rewrite new characters, guys.
No. Yeah, you light up your torch. It lights up. There seems to be a lot more traffic down here than you thought initially.
Am I passive picking up anything extra?
Not extra, but now that the light appears, you do also notice a lot of traffic.
Are there any like symbols on the walls that say which way to go?
No.
Like any markers?
Sorry, Zach. You don't know thieves can't.
Nor are there just like this way to
Big
anarchist
arrow
layout.
pointing.
I think he's also meaning marks, just, like maybe a little less sludge on the wall.
There are claw prints on the ceiling.
Claw prints. I want to follow those.
Okay.
I'll take point.
Okay then.
I'm gonna put my tonfa on and follow, still looking up, then down, then up, down, then up, down. Because I'm
How
not
do you
doing that
put
again.
on a tonfa?
Well, I had it on my side. I had it on my belt.
So like, is it?
You don't put
You
it.
think I
Draw?
carry it around all the time?
No, but I'm saying,
Yes.
is it drawn now?
Yeah.
Okay, I was confused how you put it on.
He put it on his arm.
Put it in my
I'll draw
sleeve.
my bow and get ready up.
Night stars on my shoulder, lantern out in front of me.
Yeah. So y'all are gonna continue on.
Sneakily.
Sneakily.
Sneakily. I
Squish,
will
squish,
go
squish,
ahead
squish.
and cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay, sounds good. Let's get some stealth checks.
It's a plus 10 to your rolls.
Nice.
29.
Nice.
You said it's a plus 10 to stealth.
What you
Plus
get?
whatever you have for stealth.
What you get, Austin?
34.
30.
Ah, he
Thought I
thought he
beat
was
him.
special. So
I'm proficient in stealth.
93. So a 31 average. Not bad. Y'all feel very stealthy. Yeah. Like,
While carrying a lantern.
that's even pretty good
I
for
rolled a
Pathfinder.
Non-doing.
I
No
got that net 20.
Well, you're barefooted, so a squish would be. No, I'm joking.
All right, Legolas. Still
Right,
walking
Rex.
on top of it like the snow.
All right, so yeah, y'all head down. Y'all get to a point in the sewage where it seems to open up into a big area.
The scratch marks go in multiple directions into that area?
Yes.
Multiple directions.
You're passive, Austin. In the middle of this area, you see ruffling coming.
Quietly.
Movement in the sludge in the middle.
Actually, with the silent speech, first Obsidian since he's taking point, then the cons. There's something over there in the middle. I hear it rustling.
I'm gonna try to sneak up, get a closer look at it.
How close are you wanting to get?
How far away am I from it?
Well, this area is probably about a 60-foot sphere, and it's smack dab in the middle.
Let's say 15 feet away from it.
Is there like a ledge or like a round thing in the middle, then it just drops down? With like
Yeah,
a
so
sewer, or-
how it works is the sewer
Yeah.
walls come in and they go in circles, and then they go into other tunnels, and then in the middle.
like
So
a-
you're gonna have
kinda
to
like
get
off of
into the
lid.
sewage.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna get that close.
Okay, well it only goes around the rim, so you got like 5 feet you can go forward towards it.
Taking out a javelin, can I feel the ground in the sewage?
Yeah.
So it's not that deep in the middle.
Now you know how these sewage systems work. I mean,
Yeah, why not? I'm gonna go into the sewage.
yeah. As you get down, you kind of have to splash around to get in there. It's kind of hard to get into water quietly when there's no stairs.
I'm gonna jump on his shoulders.
Okay. And as you do that, you notice a giant wave push and come out to the outside. It comes and covers all of y'all. And as it settles, you notice a creature standing there.
It even hit the walls of this place where I'm still standing.
It's standing 20 feet tall. Its head's reaching the ceiling of this sewage.
Did you just
Wait,
say
did you
heads?
say
Did
heads?
you just say heads?
And its arms are the size of trees. As it
How many
turns to look at you and lets out a horrendous roar.
Started 1, 2, 5, 17.
And we'll have to
How many heads?
see
did
what
I
happens
knew it! How many heads?
next Friday.
But how many heads are there?
You're not even asking how many arms.
Yeah, but you specifically said heads.
I also said arms
Yeah, but I have 2 of those as well.
as well.
I mean, he has at least 2.
Well, guys, anyone who stayed the whole time, y'all are awesome. I hope y'all will join us next Friday as we continue onward and see what happens with these poor, dirty people now.
Woo! Y'all have a good night.
Just remember,
Bye, y'all.
next session, madness included. Let's do it. All right. Night,
Woohoo!
guys.